really quick, I don't know, call it guitar lesson or whatever idea. Take a scale pattern and then treat it as if it's a 2-note per string thing, like Eric Johnson does it a lot, and a lot of other people do, where you play in pentatonic and you're doing 2 notes per string. Like, I'll do it slowly so you can see what I'm talking about. In the key of E minor, where you got so it's 2 notes per string, 2 notes on the E string, and then 2 notes on the B string, and so forth and so on. Yeah. So you could do pentatonic that way. You know, work it out like he did, which I haven't done. But I had this other idea where take, in your mind's eye, take a scale pattern and then kind of treat it the same way. Instead of playing 3 notes of string, just play 2 notes of string. Just leave out some of the notes. So here's a shape that's kind of the major scale, and then I don't go all the way up on the last 2 strings. I kind of scoot back. I think Sean Lane does this sometimes. But here's the scale in G major, way up the neck, starting on the 15th fret. So I'm not going to go, you know, normally like I would. I'm going to back up because I want to use a symmetry on these last 2 strings and then the top 2 strings. That's the reasoning for this shape. So my shape is going to be and those are all the notes that I'm going to use for this thing. So now the thing is, the 2 note per string deal. So if you'll practice that, you'll be able to do the same kind of idea with a different left hand configuration instead of just pentatonic. Alright, so I'm no Eric Johnson, but anyway, the concept is what I'm trying to get across. So now, if I do this 2 note per string thing here, I get a much different sound, although physically I'm doing the same thing. That's a concept. Go look it up. So check it out. Very odd sounding, and all I'm doing is I'm just playing some notes, 2 notes per string, and then I'm just leaving out some notes. And in this case, you could do it differently. I'm about to do it differently here in a second. But I'm playing the outer 2 of the scale, the first 2, or 1 and 3, 1 and 2, and then 1 and 3 again. So that's it. Now, if I did it symmetrical, 1 and 3 all the way down, it would sound like this. Kind of weird. So all the notes are valid, they just sound weird, a little bit weird, because they're jumping around and creating odd tonalities, you know, like that tricks your brain into thinking you've changed keys, but you haven't. So you can do something like this. So, you know, just something like that. And you can do 6s and all kind of stuff. So you get the idea. You can start taking this shape and playing around like a little playground, wherever you want to go. Mainly here, or here, or, but that's kind of a weird sound, so I may avoid that just because it just doesn't sound as good as the other two options. It's legal, it's the right notes, but I prefer it. Or, so you got all those choices, and so every bit of what I did was 2 notes of string, that's it. Like that. Like that. So, practice that, So you can take the same exact shape and get a whole lot of different things out of it. And the scary thing is that's just one of 7 places you could do this idea. That's just one of the modes. With a little alteration, I took this mode and actually attached the previous mode up here. So that's the concept. So hopefully that made sense. So you can make a long run out of it, or a short. You can just go whatever. You can do scales, sequences in it, like that. Let's see. Whatever. Let's see. That would be cool. So you can make up things that you might not have thought about before. Every bit of what I'm doing is 2 notes. Only 2 notes a string, not 3. So it lends itself to some very fast picking, however fast you could do it, I can't do it fast. Whatever. I'd have to practice it. But anyway. So take that idea and run with it. 2 notes of string, take any modes, any full scale mode. Let's do Mixolydian. In key of E. Alright, and then let's see. So you can do the same thing, like that. So you can work out some basically dominant 7th sounding stuff with the 7th. And throw it in when they least expect it, so it's like, whoa! And you could pre-plan it so that you don't screw it up. Something like that. Like that, Whatever it is, you work it out, and so your timing's good, and like that. Not to Lydia, no, guys. whatever. Just do whatever, man. Yeah. I wish I could do that. Like. And what I really hate is having all the controls right in my way of my picking hand. So I despise it. I don't want a volume control here. I don't want a switch here for me to continually hit because I'm doing this. No. All this crap needs to be back here. Then you got this completely clean picking area. And you can't change your volume accidentally. And you can't hit your switch accidentally. But no. I have to play with a inferior design. Whatever. Whatever. It's kind of weird, but it could be useful. So the key of G major. So with the context, it can be really, really cool. But out of context, well, you're just jerking it, man. Jerking it out of context. Oh. No, that song won't be forthcoming anytime soon. So that's all you get. Is it? Okay, that's enough. Bye.